Many communities have trick-or-treat this weekend already. So make sure Halloween is safe in your neighborhood. We've got some tips from Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. Jane Howard is the Community Health Education Supervisor and joins us today in character. Well, I don't know about in character, but in costume nonetheless, Jane.
Yeah.
And you've brought props as well. So let's talk Halloween safety. First thing we talk about kids going out to trick-or-treat is being smart with the costumes.
Yeah, being smart with the costumes. A lot of times it cools off, so you want to leave enough room that they can put some clothing underneath. But you also want to make sure that they're safe so that capes aren't too long. Keep them short. Keep them, you use Velcro, not ties. Make sure that, you know, if something does get caught, that it can just break away and nothing, you know. And also make sure that they're non-flammable fabrics, the polyester, you know, and nothing's going to catch on those.
Of course, they're out there walking around. In some communities, it's a little bit dark. Others do it in the daylight. But regardless, be careful crossing the street, things like that. I read an interesting statistic that you guys had, which was kids are twice as more likely to get hit by a car on Halloween than any other day of the year.
Right. Unfortunately, that's true. And so that's why we want kids to also be seen, very clear, bright colors, something reflective, a bag, you know, something that glows in the dark. Glow sticks work really well.
Boy, and kids don't like glow sticks at all.
Yeah.
They love it anyway.
And the other thing is give them a
cool.
flashlight.
Good idea.
So they can carry around a flashlight, and that way, and it's also good for them to go in groups and not go on their own individually. A larger group is going to be seen a lot more than someone trick-or-treating on their own.
Do you typically have a target age for when kids are old enough to do that, go out just with their friends as opposed to with mom and dad?
You know, we always want them to trick-or-treat where mom and dad know, you know, where they know people, don't go to strange neighborhoods.
Sure.
So it's kind of hard to give, because if you're in your own neighborhood, you know everyone. They could probably go by 12 or something like that, whereas, you know, you need to be careful, and parents need to kind of choose that.
And you know your kids too. Every kid's a little bit different,
yeah,
right?
and use their best discretion on that one.
And you've got some other tips for around the house. These are flameless candles. Is that for the jack-o'-lantern then?
Using the flameless candles versus the ones that burn can get tipped over and things can happen. If you have a costume that doesn't have any reflective on it, you can make it reflective by adding some tape. We always recommend face paint and makeup rather than masks, but if you are using a mask, make sure it has really big eye holes and the kids can really see, because pedestrian injuries are really increased on Halloween night.
All right, good tips, and thanks for the effort, Jane. You look fabulous.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All these tips and more are available online. We've got a link set up on our website, TMJ4.com. Today's best shot.